You know, Bryan is a legend in the sport. I suppose it's quite simple. His dad was a legend. He's a legend. Everyone knows those colours these horses carry. You know, he's done a miraculous job up here with horses of stock that, you know, are not overly expensive horses, so he certainly knows how to get the best out of them. There's no doubt about that.
In the last week, it's been, you know, it's probably been a little bit tough, really. You know, you think back on how long you've been in the racing game and how good it's been to you and all that, and you know, you just think back and reminisce a bit, I suppose. And I've had a lot of phone calls, a lot of you know, people sending messages and everything. So it's been really, you know, it's been really good, real good. You know, it's been something that I didn't expect, that people would be ringing and talking and messaging, and I didn't expect that at all. But it was very touching, really, I suppose you could put it.
His impact, you know, one of the leading Sydney trainers coming up here in the origins in the early days of the club, so very important to us and part of our fabric. Bryan and his family, his wife and son, of course, you know, the partnership, but you know, part of the fabric of the Gold Coast Turf Club for sure and certain. You know, we presented him with the plaque, but you know, Bryan's always welcome here. He knows that, and anytime he wants to come to the races, the door's always open for him.
Yeah, it's changed a lot, you know. The couple of decades we've been here, it really changed. Here at the Gold Coast has changed. It's changed for the better, and it's going to get better. I think racing in Queensland is starting to get going a bit now. I think it's going to be sensational when it gets to where it's going to be. On the plans they've got, it looks like that it's going to take off, you know, and if it does take off to what we think it will, it's going to be probably the third best track in Queensland. You know, the facilities, they're always getting done up, the track's getting done up. So let's hope that it comes through, and when it does come through, I hope the people come.
You know, he's one of those people that's a very good guide and steerer for challenges that we are facing in the industry.
He was probably the favourite because I owned 5-6 of him, and he won over $1 million in prize money, so he was probably the favourite that way. But no, he won 2 Group 1s, and at the time when I was training in Rose Hill, he won on my home track. And to win a Group 1 on my home track, where I was brought up, went to infants, primary school, high school, used to run the track, all that sort of stuff. So it was just sensational. Yes, that was my first Group 1, and it was very special. You know, it was a horse that Dad had started with, and he passed away, and then I took over. And to win a Group 1 with him, with all our mob, was you know, it was sensational. You know, they were good, loyal people. They were, you know, they've been in the place with Dad for donkey's years, you know, and it was just so spectacular to win that. And you know, we'd set us up to come up here. It was always in the back of my mind. I used to bring the kids up on holidays and everything to the Gold Coast, and we loved it, you know, and it was always a place I thought that we might end up, but it come pretty quick, and it was the best thing I ever done, I think. Very, very strong family tie we are, you know, and we really, you know, it's we work well together, and Dan and I worked, you know, well together. I think there'll be a few school pickups come on somehow, but they're not very far away, you know, so it's very good. That's one of the more reasons I stayed here on the coast, my wife Kerry and myself, and we stayed here on the coast because of the grandkids, and we wouldn't be very far away from them, that's for sure. The only other thing I can say, I've had one person behind us that's kept us all together, and that's my wife Kerry. You know, we've been married for 45 years, and I can tell you, she's been the backstop, that's for sure. You know, Kerry's always on hand there for anything. You know, she's terrific. You know, and you know, you're not with someone for 40 odd years, and probably until I die. If you don't think something of them, you know, if you don't love them, and that's what we are. We're a close family, and she's the one that makes it close.